Hello, in this video we will understand about the SNMP protocol, why is it required, where is it required, what are its components and feature set, and finally different vendor solutions in the market that provide SNMP based protocol services. So here we start. Why SNMP? So in this case, let's say we have a router here behind which we have users who are sitting, and on the other side we have application which is being accessed by these users for uploading the documents, and some transaction can take place. Now the users log into their devices at 9 a.m. in the morning. Some upgrade of the router happened late in the night when there was no traffic. So now when they log in at 9 a.m., at that time they will see that the application access is very slow, and that is when they alert the respective team, the admin team, the ops team, that they need to get this resolved because it is a high revenue loss which is happening, and every second there's a high loss, and for that they need to take a rectification action as soon as possible. So this is where all the teams sprung into action. So ops team, they log into the application and try to check if there is a problem here, and link providers start looking into the link if there is any issue here. And in fact the user laptops are also checked by the admin resources, and now the network admin comes in and starts looking into the router itself. From the physical outlook there is no issue, everything is right, and no challenge is faced. So via the CLI, the user logs into the device and starts troubleshooting, putting in multiple commands in order to check the status of the device. So this it's at this time that the network admin gets to know that CPU on this router is high. And on further exploration, he gets to know that after the last night upgrade, the CPU has increased. So the problem has been found, and he springs into action in order to now start troubleshooting. Rather, troubleshooting has happened now in order to how to resolve that issue. And after 1 hour of painstaking activity, that is resolved also. But the problem was all these 5 to 6 hours were utilized first in finding out the RCA, and then a resolution of this. And because of this, a high amount of revenue loss has happened because users are not able to seamlessly use that application. So let's look at the scenario when we have some system, some type of protocol which can help us in proactively helping us know that there is a problem which is occurring, and you need to take a rectification or a resolution of this before the users can even log in. And that is where SNMP comes into picture. So let's say if there is a mechanism that the device status in terms of CPU, memory, link utilization, everything can be shared with the central repository, which keeps itself up to date with what is happening with the device. And let us say if there is any threshold breach or any anomaly which is detected in terms of the standard behavior, let's say memory is high or CPU high, then an alert is sent or maybe an email can be sent to the network admin. And at the night time in itself, when that upgrade was happening on that device, he would have sprung into action, and before next day 9 a.m. he would have been able to resolve this problem. So the user experience of the application would not have deteriorated, and then that means that revenue loss would have also not happened. And this is where SNMP becomes pretty important. Let me go into the subsequent slides and share more detail about what is SNMP. SNMP components. So SNMP has two components. One is SNMP manager and then SNMP agents, which are provisioned on the managed device. So what we can see is all these SNMP agents are on those managed device. We have a router here, we have a firewall here, and a server appliance also here. So all these which are SNMP enabled devices have the SNMP agent which provides complete information of those key metrics to the SNMP manager. So generally what happens, SNMP manager polls to the SNMP agent, let us say after every 30 seconds, 1 minute or 5 minutes, so as to provide what is the status of memory, CPU, link utilization, everything. And SNMP agent provides that information. However, the ball does not stop here. In fact, the SNMP agent, let's say there's a link down here, or memory immediately goes down beyond a threshold. Immediately, asynchronously, it will send this information, which is called a trap, to the SNMP manager, so that that immediate near to real time information can be shared to the SNMP manager and alarm can be set so that respective team can spring into action. And based upon that, the resolution can be done. So now we see all these devices, which may be of enterprise or maybe service provider, are managed and their visibility is available on a single pane of glass, which is the SNMP manager. So these are the key components of SNMP. SNMP features. So the router, switch, firewalls, they send some specific type of alerts which tell about what is the health of the device, the interface, errors, all that type of information related to what is happening inside the device, which cannot be confirmed via the human eyes. So that is the device status, whether it is up or down, interface status, whether they are flapping, and what is the bandwidth utilization on that, CPU and memory that we earlier discussed about. And it does not stop here itself. It is about the temperature also, the error rates which are happening, and power supplies, whether both the power supplies are working in that case, is there been a fan failure, or let's say in a case that a user who logs in to the this device and that authentication failure related information can also be generated. Now hardware failures, any component of this hardware fails, that also is made available through the SNMP. Then any configuration changes which are done by any of the user, that also can be captured. So all those myriad of things, rather buffet of information, can be captured and shared via the SNMP protocol to the SNMP manager, which is the single source of truth or single source of information which captures all the enterprise level information. Next is the device types which support SNMP. So SNMP protocol is supported by multitude of devices which may be router, Cisco, Juniper, HP, all those vendor devices support SNMP, whether it is a router, whether it is a switch, and appliances also, IoT appliance and other things can also support SNMP. Then we have servers, which may be physical servers or virtual servers. In fact, firewalls also, next generation firewall, UTM, all are capable of SNMP protocol. And this is about the wired devices, but in the wireless arena also, WLCs and APs also are the device types which support SNMP. Then we have IP cameras, in fact UPS also, which are providing the power to the devices when they are IP enabled. They can also help providing, rather transmitting the SNMP related information to the SNMP manager from where it can be monitored. Then we have VPN gateways. Sometimes high-end printers also can be managed and monitored via the SNMP protocol. And finally, SAN, which is the storage area network. SNMP vendor solutions. There are multiple vendors rather who provide on-premise and in fact cloud-based solutions also for SNMP based protocols and toolset which monitor and proactively provide the information about the infrastructure to the respective admin staff, the network admin, system admins, so that instead of reactive and proactive resolution of the problem can be done and it will drastically reduce the downtime. So these includes the SolarWind NPM, which is Network Performance Manager, then Manage Engines, Op Manager, Peslers, PRTG, Network Monitor, Nagios is also there, WhatsApp Gold is one of the famous NMS solutions which supports SNMP, and then we have Cisco's DNAC, and lastly Logic Monitor. So all these are the type of solutions which are either the appliance based or cloud based, and can provide the proactive monitoring of the infrastructure and helps keep the uptime for the network as high as possible. Hope the video was informative, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.